Well, hello, church. So you remember the other day when I sent out a video and saying I was wrong about the timing of the 2-week freeze? Well, it turns out that I was wrong about being wrong. Since that video was sent out, the status of our county was changed, and we went from the moderate risk level to the high risk level. As a result of that, the regulations and standards for gathering were also changed. And at this point, it's pretty doubtful that we would meet those standards. And so, as a result, we're going to go back to, or I guess remain in this mode of online services. We're going to stream our service online on Thursday evening and then again on Sunday morning. For us, there were really two important factors that come into play here. And one, as we talked about just a couple weeks ago as we were looking at 1 Peter, that we as believers are called to be subject to every human institution. And implied in that being subject to is to obey those who are in governing positions over us. And so as believers of Jesus Christ and in obedience to Christ and to the glory of God, we're going to observe the standards and the regulations that are passed down to us. The other factor is that we want to err on the side of caution, out of the abundance of caution, and with the idea that we want to keep our church family safe. We're going to do this, and it might be an error in the side of safety, but that's the side that we want to err on. So we're going to remain with this online service format. My understanding is that this status remains for 2 weeks, and then at that point, the status of our county will be reevaluated, and the standards for meeting will go up or go down. We're going to continue to monitor that closely and try to keep a hand on that, even though, as events this week point out, that changes daily. As we wait, as we are online, there are two things that I'm going to ask of you. Number one, would you send us a photo of yourself, of your family, that we can use in our virtual Christmas card? As we come up to this Christmas season, we just want to be able to share that with the church family. The idea is that some of those will stream at the beginning of our services, and we will probably send out through this V-Connect format an extended play version of those Christmas cards for us all to enjoy. So send us that picture, and if you could do that soon, that would be great. The other thing that I want to request of you is that you be in contact with other members of our church family. So this week, would you call one or two of the members of our church family just to say that you are thinking about them, to keep in contact with them? The enemy loves isolation, but even while we are separated, we don't have to be isolated. So make sure that you make that a priority. Church family, we don't despair because we know who is ultimately in control. And more than anything, my encouragement to you is that we give everything to God. With prayer, supplication, with thanksgiving, we let our request be made known to God. And the God of peace and the peace of God that surpasses all comprehension will guard our hearts and minds in Christ Jesus.